You want to know what makes John Lennon one of the greatest songwriters in the history of music? The amount of diversity when it comes to emotions found in his discography. However, there's one side of John that has always been my favorite, a side that came out really often when talking about Yoko, and that is his vulnerable side. Because the thing that made John's songwriting special, at least in my opinion, was that he wasn't afraid to show his vulnerability. Whether we're talking about his love life, philosophy, or his public image, he had no problem admitting he needed help. Once again, there's many examples of this, but one of my favorites has to be one of the highlights from 1971. Imagine, the beautiful All My Love. Explaining the nature of the song is a little complicated. Many who don't know anything about John mistake the song for being religious instead of romantic, and honestly, looking at the lyrics, it makes sense. John had a particular way of writing songs, especially when it came to Yoko. Back in the early Beatlemania years, his romance was a lot more traditional. I love you love me, you're pretty, I miss you, that sort of stuff. However, once Yoko came in the picture, things were different. She became some sort of goddess in his eyes, so much so that a lot of people back in the 60s believed that he had been hypnotized by Yoko. Obviously, that wasn't the case. The man was simply in love, and for once, it seemed like his connection to Yoko extended beyond romance. She was more like an ideological twin. That's why All My Love feels so different to your typical love song. Imagine finding a person that seems to be a reflection of your beliefs, that sees art in the exact same way you do, and to top it all off, there's a romantic connection as well. The guitar, the piano, the almost unnoticeable percussion, the elements of this song are nothing but a raft that slowly carry John's lyrics in a sea of interpretation and meaning. Understanding what love is, better yet, understanding it through the person you love. This is more than a simple love song. We're seeing a man changing his perspective on life through the eyes of his loved one, and you cannot tell me that's not beautiful.